Alright, should we go and have a look and see what sold over the weekend, shall we? I've had quite a lot actually, at least 30 something. I'm going to show you the Vinted first, then the eBay. But I'm also not going to show you the whole of eBay until this evening because I've got some more sales that are going to finish on auction. And I'd like to slip them into a video as well. But first of all, we are going to start with Vinted because I want to clear this table down. There's a few sales actually. I listed most of this is what I listed on the same day and it's sold. It's just plush. Colin dropped a load of plush around to me. I've sorted it all out, listed it for cheap and just sold it on, of course. That's how I like to do my business on Vinted. eBay is doing really well. I've started putting things, it's about breaking the habit. I've started putting things that I would normally put onto Vinted for really low that I know still has value in order for people to get bargains and stuff. But obviously it's not been working out recently. Putting it onto eBay and it's been working. I gave Vinted an opportunity and most people were silly with it. I'm not saying you guys, subscribers and things like that, but might have been some of you. I don't really take much notice who it is, to be fair, but if something's worth 20, if something's selling consistently for 25 on eBay, and I've paid 50p or a pound for it, and I'm listing it on Vinted for like 12 quid to get it gone, so it's fast and still cheap, and there's still reseller movement, and there's still, I bought it for myself as a personal bargain movement, and you're still offering me £4 for it, I'm not doing that anymore. It's time consuming and it's annoying. So they just go onto eBay now. Vinted ruined it for themselves. Not Vinted, but the market, the consumer base. So now it's things that I will list at the rock bottom and probably not accept offers on really. Unless, there'll be a few that will slip through. That'll be like 10 quid and I'll accept offers on, but changing the habits, baby. But things like plush and whatever else, I don't mind selling that on Vinted. It sells quite quick on there and I'll get it for cheap or next to nothing, so who cares? Who cares? And there's some clothing and things that do good for Vinted. I'm not completely done with it, is what I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness, I sound like wishy-washy, don't I? Right, let's start off. Salomon top, size small. One from Colin, sold for £5.50. Couple of little pulls in it here and there, nothing too drastic, but it's a small size. If it was bigger, it'd have gone to eBay. Do you see what I'm saying? See how I'm doing things now? You get it? Where I'm putting things, where I'm distributing the stock. Can't be done with Vinted completely. Vinted is a beast. Don't care what anybody says. Vinted is a beast. It just depends how you use it and what works for you in your business. These, I paid, I think £1 for these in a big bundle. I've already sold. I've made like 70 quid off the bundle already. So these technically owe me nothing. They're Stan Smiths, but they're not in the best condition. There's a few little scrapes and a few scuffs and whatever else. They just was not selling for some reason. I think it's because of the condition. They're not great. They need, somebody needs to rejuvenate them. Or whatever the brand is. £2.50 these sold for. Lottie's picked these up. Thanks again, Ricky. Our shop has really taken off since I last bought from you. Still loving the content. That's good to hear. Thank you so much. £2.50. You'll do well on those if you clean them up a bit. I actually did give them a quick scrub, but nothing too. Like, I didn't go ham on it. I was going to say, is it too deep? Is it too early for balls deep? 10 to 9. Nah. 987 Sweary Spice has picked up Austin Powers. Now you actually picked up the pecan bunny from me for I think it's 120. Did a bargain deal on that. Paid £5 for this from a car boot sale. Didn't even look it up when I realised it's probably worth about what this is sold for, to be fair, maybe a little bit more in this condition as it is. 987 is a fantastic little price and I'm glad to have shifted it on. Because it's cool, but I almost took it off the card. Yeah, baby. Thanks again. I'm hoping I'm seeing everybody's messages this time because I wasn't seeing them the other day, was I? It was like I'd send them all off, and as soon as I would, so let's say they would buy the parcel, hours would go by, hours and hours where I'd pack the parcel and then send it, and then you get home and you start getting the parcel has sent notifications. That's when the messages were coming through last week. If anybody else had a situation like that as well, get your words out. But if anybody else had a situation like that as well, let me know, because I'd like to know if I was the only person or not. Can't have been. Prime example just here. Massive shout out to Ryan and Amy. I didn't see this message come through. Really appreciate the pickup. Michael has picked up some more stuff. NE football cards over on Vinted. He has picked up the 2 little plushes. So we've got Stitch and the Natural History Museum Dino. Both with the tags. Be good. Be friends. Oh, buddies. Do you want to ride him? Stop. Ride. Like a cowboy. Stop it! Thank you again for a great deal. My little ladies will absolutely love these teddies. I love watching your vids and really enjoy seeing you having to stop yourself going off on tangents. Well, I feel seen. It's something I definitely need to learn. Don't learn it. Don't learn. Try and control it as much as you can, but don't let it hamper you. If you go off on a tangent, just off you go. Just like I'm doing now. Recognition. Enjoy your weekend, and I'm already looking forward to your next upload. It was the last car boot video. It wasn't a very good car boot, so never do the organisers, just the weather, as always. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it. Almost went on another tangent then, Ricky. See what I mean? Vinted, it's like, still loads. It all adds up. £5 for a massive stack of holy bears. They're like TY Beanie Babies, but like holy. And they carry the Bible. Where's the Bible? They carry the Bible. They're like TY beanies. I think you can get about £4 to £8 on each, depending on what they are. There's 5 there. I just stuck them all up as a bundle for a £5. No, I stuck them up for like £6.99. They got offered £4, so I counted at 5. No message on that one. These are quite good to move on. I'm glad. All of these plush are listed the same day. You would have, if you follow me and you've got notifications on, you would have been like, shut up, because it's just going ping, 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 ping all day. Caroline has picked up the first one, the M&S Venus fly traps. There's 2 of them. They are slightly different, so I can tell which one's which. The ears, if you look there, the ears are like different. So I'll look on the picture and see which one's which to make sure you both get the same, even though they're going to be the same one regardless. But Caroline's picked up the first one. It's interesting. Hi, just snapped up your plush. Are going to try and do a George Ross. Haha. Love your YouTube and George too. Keep up the good work. Many thanks, Caroline. So I said, what is a George Ross? I must be a bit behind on current affairs, and thank you so much for grabbing it. I had 2 to list, but it wouldn't let me list them both. It didn't. I tried to list the other one, and it automatically came down and said, duplicate listing. It's against our terms. If you do it again, we'll ban you, you little dickhead. So I was like, all right, calm down. It's not a duplicate. 2 different, same product, different pictures. I even moved the title around a little bit, changed the title, so whatever. Tangent. So I had to wait until 1 sold, so much appreciated, Caroline. And then I realised what she meant before she could reply and said, unless you mean the buying from Vinted and selling on eBay, of course, then I understand what you mean. Because he does, on his last video, George was talking about buying from Vinted and selling on eBay. So Caroline's going to try and do that. She replied, yeah, that's what I mean. See month-end sales video YouTube. Ha, I've already seen it. Caroline, massively appreciate it. That's 1 down and 1 to go, which sold straight away after, to be fair. I think Cass picked this one up for £3. 50p less. Oh my god, I found one of these guys at the booty last week. I'd love a matching pair. Unkillanily plants. Cass, yeah? Unkillanily. And then she responded before I could even have a chance saying, oh, thank you so much, because she accepted the offer. That was meant to say unlikable, lol. That has made my day. Freaky coincidence. Thank you so much, I said. Should be so chuffed to have found a Vincent Venus fly trap best buddy for Vera. Say that after a couple of beers. Love it, and the red squizzer too. Come on. Thank you, Cass. Pretty sure Cass is Castamonger Cass, I'm pretty sure. Mrs. Mumbles over on Vinted. Oh, you picked up this one as well, didn't you? Oh, yes. I got to try not to get confused about that. I've just seen this handsome squirrel too. Do you want to send them together if you accept my offer? I'll pay fingers annoyingly, still got to pay postage, but I'll send them both separately. I have to, just to get the tracking to work. £2.10. I'm big into recycling and quirky, soft and plastic toys. It's a cool one. This is by Your Planet. Again, all of these plush, every single one of them, Colin dropped off just the other day, so I just listed them all. And last but not least for Vinted, and again it is plush, we are 10 minutes into a video. I'm going to try and cut that down to 6 minutes at least. Aldi Cuddly Popcorn. This is when they released their Jellycat dupes. They've got loads of different styles now. So they look kind of like, they're not. The material is different, do you know what I mean? They're still quite good. Do you know what I mean? They're quite the amusable style, aren't they? But these are the Aldi ones, yeah, not little. I don't know what I said. I think they released them last year. Back end of last year, I'm pretty sure everyone was like trying to get them. I had it listed for like $2.50 again. I think I listed all my stuff for $2.50 or $3.50, I can't remember. Got an offer of 321. I said, thank you. It's from Towers Riv. Oh, you've bought from me before. You are Soak. That's it. I've never said it. What a great name Soak is. 321. I said, thanks. No stress. Paid what it's worth, plus a nice number pattern too. We love the 321. We love the sequentials. I said it didn't go unnoticed. So big thank you to you again. And that is all for Vinted. I'm going to get those packed up and out of the way. And then I'm going to start dragging over the 24 so far sales at 5 to 9 in the morning on a Sunday that need to go out. So we'll go through those after this. And we'll come back later on for the rest of the auctions. Let me pack these up. You go and have a coffee or something. You go do something. I'll be back. All right? Let's take a break. There we go. Hope you enjoyed your tea break. It is now back to business. Cigarettes down, coffee down. Let's keep on moving. Right, straight into eBay now. Start from the bottom of the pack, as in the bottom. This one, I didn't really know how to take a photo of it without getting myself in it. So I just took myself pictures of myself in it and just pulled faces, basically. I just went with the flow. We've got a nice convex mirror here. It's an older one. It's vintage. I don't really know the exact age, but it's got a very Art Deco style. Really, really nice. This is part of a private estate sale, but if I was to buy this, I'd pay up to about a tenner for that if I saw it at a car boot sale, easily. This one sold for £45 plus post, $49.99. I don't know if you watched the channel, but I got a message with the offer saying this is the best I can do, sorry. So I'm not sure if you watched, but if not, and if you do, thank you so much, I appreciate it. But I don't think you do. $49.99. Nice. Pop you down there for a minute. Try and keep you nice and safe. £43.98 for this Snap-on timing light. I just looked there because there's a big face staring at me. Hello. Watching some murder documentaries while I'm working, because why not? Snap-on. This is a timing light tool. So you connect it up to your battery to give it the power, which I did. I've done a video of that. But I couldn't connect it to my spark plugs things, because I'll be honest, I don't know where they were on that car. I know where the spark plugs are, but I couldn't follow a lead to put up. Forget it. Alright, I'm showing myself up. I've had that bonnet open 3 times since I've had it, that's it. All my other cars, I'm opening the bonnet daily because they're scrap heaps. I bought this off a chap at a car boot sale with a bunch of crayons and other stuff, so this honestly owes me nothing now. I bought some Altberg boots and all sorts a long time ago. This has sat there ever since last car boot season, actually. Listed it, sold the same day. $39.99 plus post, $43.98. Spares, repairs, parts. This one is, because I can't fully test it, and it's got a little bit of a crack in the case there, so sell it as that. No point in trying to pretend it's better than it is. Do you know what I mean? If it's in good working condition, I think you can get like 250 for those in a case. Yeah. Speaking of Altbergs, the Altbergs that I picked up at the car boot sale for £3 have sold. I told you, if I give them a little wipe up, they'll come up brand new almost. And they are. A lot of people keep asking me, where do I get these plastic bags from? Everything that I do in my business and my YouTube and all my socials and all my other places is all linked down below. All the stuff you want to buy are in my Amazon storefront link. That's where I get them from. Always check descriptions. Whenever you watch YouTube videos, 9 times out of 10 we link our stuff. £45 plus post, $49.99 for these Altberg boots. Fantastic, nice and cheap, especially for the condition. I'm going to give all in prices. A lot of these have postage, either $2.99 for a small or $3.99 for something big. Alright, you can just bear that in mind. Everything's going to be all in. $10.99 all in for a vest. This is a Adidas vest. Just a nice trefoil vintage style, but it's not. It's very modern. $10.99. Perfect time to be selling it. Hello, darling. You okay? Good. Be careful. Haven't got time to play today, unfortunately. £11. We have sold the TP-Link AV500. I picked this up for £2, I think, from the car boot sale. So £11 is a nice return. £22.99 for a bundle of Professor Layton Nintendo DS. These are the games that I picked up from that big bundle in the charity shop. I'm into pure profit now, so everything that I sell is just yummy money, baby. Yummy money. £10 all in for Heroes Season 1 to 3. Brand new and sealed. Ryan's picked this one up. Alright, Ricky, probably writing this message in the wrong place, so it won't get read out, but get on waffling. All the best, Brian. No, Brian, that is the perfect place to write it out. In the notes section, the perfect space. I'll see that. If you send me a message after, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to forget. And you can understand why, because I can't remember all the messages that I've had with the sales when it comes to doing a video, doing a sales video. So if I do remember your message, mwah. If not, I do apologise. But yeah, that's the perfect place to do it, in the notes before payment. £10 all in. Pick this up for nothing. They weren't selling as fast as I wanted them to, so I've just been doing some big offers on them. This is the Paw Patrol toy, the transforming cat car, Rory, whatever. Lucy basically went, oh my god, when I picked these up, because Lucy loves her toys. Sold this one for, don't kill me, £12.99 all in. You get about 100 quid for the full set. Or 4 or 5. £12.99. Paid £1.50 for it. And I've also made my profit back anyway, but my point is, well, there is no point, I'm sorry Lucy. Paid £15 for a bundle of trains that I was very confused on. The lady was correct, I was the one that was confused and broken, but I paid £15 for a bundle, and I've sold one so far for £19.98 in total. This one is Scruff. So I went through them all, tried to pair all their trailers that I could together, and sold them like that. They're all in great working condition, only one didn't work, only one. £19.98 in total. So of course we're straight into profit. Anything I sell now, and that is fantastic. I told you about the high-end reading magnifying glasses only a couple of videos ago, and we've sold one. This one is the LED one. So you basically, you can read things with it, and it magnifies in a way which helps people read. People who are hard of sight. There's Eisenbach, I think that's how you say it, and this one is, I think it's the Schweitzer. This one's the Schweitzer. This one sold for £43.50. I paid 50p. So keep a lookout for those. Schweitzer. They're normally sold as like hand magnifiers and readers. And they're normally really cheap to buy. From car boot size and stuff. £14.99 for the blue ribbon wind up bear. I'm not gonna, it's from the 70s. You wind it up and it plays music. I'm not gonna do it because it ding, 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 dong, dong for the next 5 hours. Got hold of it. Paid £5 for a pair. I've sold the, no, I paid £5 for 3, I think. I sold the Final Fantasy one just the other day for £22.99. I've also sold the, I've definitely sold the, oh, I sold the Bertie Bassett one for £14.99, and now this one for £14.99 total. Not bad for a £5 pickup. £9.79. I paid a couple of quid for this from the place where I bought the Chameleon phone that didn't work. Paid 2 quid for that. Paid £10 for the phone. Sold the phone for 10 plus post. Got good feedback on that, by the way, or 13 plus post. And then, so I'm actually into profit on the bundle now, thankfully. Well, that's why. This is why when I'm buying things at a bit of a risk. Let me give you a little tip, a little bit of advice. If you're buying things like electricals that you think might be, you know, you can't guarantee it's going to work. Have a look around and try and find some hard goods or goods that are brand new and sealed that don't need much testing or any testing at all for them to be working. A pair of trainers or a t-shirt or something that you know you can start clawing back some of the money you spent on that just in case it didn't work. That's what I do with things like that. £9.79 all in. Beautiful. Ah, see, I do remember this one had a message with it. This is the Dyson extension hose kit. It's sold for £14.88. You've got a nice little extension tube there, the brush and the nozzles. I was going to keep these for myself, but they don't fit on my V6 I think I've got. No, not the V6. What have I got? Yeah, the V6. This one's with the V7, 8, 10 and 11 and SV10. Hey Ricky, many thanks for the kind offer which I'm happy to accept. Another great buy off you, mate. Previously I bought the 2 Nottingham Forest footballs for our nephew. I know who you are, Norrie. How the heck did you know that we just brought a Dyson animal that didn't come with these tools? I just knew it, mate. We watch all your videos. I know, bro. I see your messages and I really appreciate them. And I must have missed these bits. Keep on keeping on. ATVB, which I think is all the very best, Norrie and Shiona. Massive thank you to you both. You wouldn't have seen these because I was going through, I've got lots of stock, a lot of things like this. I've got a big box of electricals that I haven't gone through either yet. Stuff that you would have seen on videos over the last 3 years that I haven't even gone through yet. This is just one of them, one of the things. Massively appreciate you both, and I'm glad to have assisted in your new vacuum cleaner journey. I'm hungry, if you can hear my belly going. I'm a hungry boy. Let's stick with the Dyson. We've sold one of these Dyson vacuum cleaner head tangly bingly things. It's been unused. I paid a couple of quid for this from the car boot sale, as I bought lots of things from her. I know I've sold the other bits now. This was one of the things that was hanging over. Still never been used. Still got a little tag on it. £13.50 all in, and that, believe it or not, is cheap. £20.49 for the... There is a squeaker in there somewhere. There is. Just got to find it. Fisher Price teddy bear. This is Quaker Oats. You might know them for porridge. 1975 working squeaker. £20.49. I paid a couple of pounds for my lady at a car boot sale. Fantastic. Clint, drop this one off. This is Stitch with the spaceship plush. Now, unfortunately, it's like a Build-A-Bear. It's got like a battery thing inside there. You press it and it lights up and does sounds. It's dead, and I can't see any way of changing it other than unstitching it. So whoever buys this probably will unstitch it and change it. Sold for £18.50, £15 plus post. And I think that even that was cheap. I think the last one sold was 26 or something. I like to add mine as buy now prices, get them gone. Even though it took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. I know there's a message with this one because I remember going back with them. Harley Davidson sign sold for $24.99 because that sent me a message saying, can you match the price on this? Can you price match it? And I was like, I could do something close to it, mate. Yeah. Hi pal, I'll be interested. Would you be able to price match with this item, or was it fixed? Keep it the good work, Daniel. Then he sent me some listings of some websites that are selling them for a bit more than this and stuff. And obviously this is a nice big one. The other ones are quite small. I think one of them was probably about the same size. I said, yeah, let's give it a bash. So he sent me an offer of £20 plus post, and we went for it. So massively appreciate that one, Daniel, on its way to you today. He also said, have you ever thought about Whatnot for selling? Brother, I've been selling on Whatnot for a very long time. I just don't sell on Whatnot consistently. I use it as a clear out method. I've just had a show 2 days ago. Yeah, appreciate it, mate. Emma shouting at the cat. We haven't even got a cat, but we're constantly kicking cats out of our house. Constantly kicking cats out of the house. $15.73 for the West Clock Shovel Alarm Clock. I picked this up from, where was this? I think I picked up a bundle of stuff from a seller. Just kept on adding stuff to it. Again, to try and bring the average price of things down. So when I eventually sold stuff off, the cost just becomes null and void. Obviously not null and void, but you know what I'm saying. $15.73. West Clock's a fantastic brand. And to find it new and sealed, I mean, their older stuff sells better and faster, but it is what it is. Hush Wide Leg Blue Denim Jeans. Picked these up from a private sale. Finally, I'm starting to make some money back now. I bought a load of cameras and stuff from them. And I know some of you guys watch this. The cameras, they're all trash. They don't work. One of them worked, actually. That's a lie. But the two that was like probably the most valuable, they don't work. So I've got to try and start clawing some of that money back that I spent. But that's the risky take. I even said to them, I've got to buy things at spares repairs value. I paid £10 for the 3 of those cameras, really. But I paid a bit more for stuff that I wouldn't really pay that much more because I ended up adding some stuff. I'm waffling. Hush jeans, £17.99 in total. £17.99 for, I keep going to do £17.98. Yeah. Because I'm a child. Where is that? Oh. I lost it. £17.99 for the Easy Phone T200. Just big button phone, basically, for people who like struggle with it. People who have fat finger syndrome, like me. Doesn't mean you have to have physically fat fingers, but I press too many buttons at once. And I grew up with the age of keypad texting. I still do it. Fat finger stuff. Forget it. $18.93 for an Olympus dictaphone voice recorder. Picked this up for a couple of pounds from the lovely couple that I bought some scuba diving gear and stuff from. £2 into $18.93. Olympus voice recorders, always keep an eye out for those. I mean, most of you know about that now. This was from a box of mixed random stuff from a private buy that I did it previously. I've actually got another one of them auctions ending soon. This is a vintage Simca. I've never heard of the car before. Aronde. Simca Aronde steering wheel centre horn button. So for a vintage car. It's the button for it. It's the middle centrepiece for it. Sold for $14.99. I've done well on a lot of vintage stuff before, like steering wheels and whatever else. Remember the Lotus one? Oh, big thank you to Graham on that one. Graham actually really helped me out with that one. So Mr. Sparks, if you're watching, I love you, mate. I hope you're doing well. Big shout out to you. And Mrs. Sparks, Mrs. Tango. Hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, $14.99 total for that. $17.98. Yeah, for a Sony LBT D505 hi-fi ribbon cable. So I sold the system. That system that was up there for ages. I sold it off in pieces. Obviously I took the ribbons off. They're selling these off individually. Cheap as well. $17.98 for that one. You can get good money for the connection cables because they don't make them anymore. So if you buy a DVD, if you buy a CD and a cassette or an amp and you want to link them all together remotely, you need the remote cable. Done. Beautiful. And a big bundle of Barbie and Ken. So when I picked up all that Polly Pocket stuff, I also picked up a bunch of Barbies and other stuff. I just bundled them all together, especially after, I didn't list them for ages, but once I'd made all that money from the Polly Pockets, I thought, who cares now? Listed them for like $29.99, took an offer of £20 plus post, £23.99 all in for a bunch of them. There's Barbie, there's Ken. One Ken has his neck half hanging off, but I've mentioned all that, of course. Just a nice little bundle, $23.99. I do also have two, well, I have about 10 auctions ending tonight, and 2 do have bids. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll leave that one until the morning, and I'll just do a quick cut away from now to then and show you if and what they sold for, basically. It's the next day, and the things that sold, well, it wasn't even worth not finishing the video for. Still, it's good to sell them, of course. It is. This big set there goes all the way back of like spare parts and planes and stuff, sold for like £11.50 plus post. And then we had this F1 Jordan mug. I don't mind that one though. This one's actually gone to one of you guys. Hi Ricky, massive F1 fan. So thank you for the mug at a great price. It's a really good price. Also a massive supporter of yourself. You were part of the reason we started reselling our own channel. You were part of the reason we started our own channel. Ricky, I can't read, man. JS Reselling. Not quite final on the channel name. Big inspiration on YouTube to many, and we love your videos. Keep being you and posting great content. Well, thank you so much, and good luck with your channel. JS Reselling over on YouTube. They haven't actually paid for the other one just yet. The planes. And also for $6.79 plus post, we have sold one more Thomas Train. End of the video. Could have just finished it yesterday, to be fair. Massively appreciate everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, drop a comment, tell your nan, tell your mum, tell your auntie, tell your dog, tell whatever, tell whoever you want. See you in a bit.